respond, you were going to get beat.
This is a nice throw by Jake Garcia. Put it right there.
Morris to make good decisions. Play action. Morris has 3 men going deep. He's chased, eludes a man. Has a man short, wants to go deep. Wide open. Unbelievable touchdown,
Safety 7-2. Later in the second, Kaya finds Stacy Coley over the middle. No one can catch him.
In his face and gets it out on time. Always able to keep his balance, and then it's just a foot race to the end zone. What a play.
Will throw. Looking for Knighton out of the backfield. He's got it, and he's gone.
All right, Canes family. So, obviously everybody know this one was a rough one. Over here at Texas A&M, we took the L, the first L, the Cristobal error. But we're going to have to take it on the 10 and keep rolling. We're going to start this off with the kick return here. I love guys flying down. We do have to make tackles. This is the first time we're actually covering a kick because Andy Borregales, our kicker, has been excellent so far this season with every kick resulting in a touchback. So they're not used to, we have to make that tackle from, Keontra and then Malik Curtis right there. But love A-Chain, the guy from Texas A&M, is extremely fast. He is a huge playmaker. But love Avante Williams, all that mess, that mess that was going on last week and all that, fighting, getting held, running down. When you have these type of athletes in these games where they have extreme world-class athletes, it's good to have ours as well on special teams covering kicks. So nice to see him make a play, and he actually got some more snaps throughout the night. All right, Canes family. So Texas A&M does pull the fast one on us. They get the receiver here motioning out. Go ahead and fake this going on. And this tight end's going to engage in the block, engage in the block. Then these linemen release. Little delay screen out there. So this was definitely a great schemed up play. But this is what got them going on offense. They kind of drove down the field with ease this drive. We're going to have to tighten up, which we did. And you know why it's so important to get 5-star defensive tackles and defensive linemen so they can help you make plays like this. You got Leonard Taylor here over the right guard, and he's just going to abuse him. Swipe, get his hands down, and go ahead and deflect, not deflect, but mess up this whole timing of this play. Quarterback's literally standing there in a statue. He just has to get away from it. This excellent hand work. You see the extension here from the old lineman. Slap that thing down, rips underneath. And he's just getting there, man. Leonard Taylor's made his name pop a couple times. We'll get through him, but it's 3rd and 7, forced the points, even though they drove all the way down the field. It was kind of a little bit of bend don't break there, but as long as you don't break, bend don't break don't look that bad. I had to just be straight up with y'all, man. I was very impressed with our running game. I definitely thought it was going to be a year or two before our O-line could, match up in these type of games, and I am totally sorry, Coach Mirabal, Coach Mario. My bad. This is some great things here. You're going to have to run. Redding's going to come in a fake jet motion, so, just get a little motion going on here, and they're going to have this little split zone, and Parrish is going to cut outside. They're pulling the right left tackle and left guard. You see Jalen Rivers here. Mallory's your tight end. He's going straight for the nickel. He's going to leave this DN unblocked. And this is just excellent technique. I had to literally hit up an O-line coach that I know it show him this play, and he was telling me what's going on. So this right tackle is, holding up with his right shoulder. He's going to his left hand to the D tackle in front of him, and then trying to just hold that DN so he can get Rivers enough time to get there to make this block that he's going to make. So this is extra great here from DJ Scaife. Love it. He's holding up this DN so Rivers can go ahead and make that block. Mallory gets to the nickel. 74 helps pancake this guy here with justice. So Parrish then gets the edge. This was just great to see. It was a great sign. We had just ran for a first down right there. And to see this design, everybody get to where they need to get to and get to the edge and let Parrish, use some of that speed. It was definitely a great sign of things to come that it continued with our running game. Like, let's be honest. 3rd and 1s, last year in that regime, it made your heart, your heart ache every time getting a 3rd and 1. Here we have, the jet motion again from Redding coming across. And look at Justice. He is going to get blown up off the ball, but he's still going to be able to seal and make this hole when you have this great double team here on this one tech between Jalen Rivers and Ja'Kai. Look at that, butt to the hole. Shout out to Coach Hayes for that. Butt to the hole. You see DJ Scaife seal. You see Rivers and Ja'Kai seal. Justice, who initially, was getting pushed back, turns and seals. Arroyo comes, helps for that chip. And then here's Rooster up here. It's not a big game, but running the ball for first downs on 3rd and short is just mind-blowing just because we haven't seen it in years. And it's just like, damn, this is nice. This is a great thing for our offense. This is great play calling. This is, an identity. This is something we can rely on, and we should continue to rely on. All right, Canes family, so we continue to run the ball. This is a 3rd and 15. We got trips here to the field side, inline tight end. We're going to pull both our guards. Got definitely, you get used to seeing this with our guards moving. Justice is going this way. He's going to get a great block. And here's Jalen Rivers coming So you're going to see Rooster get this outside little sweep here. Justice is going to go ahead and get this corner. And this is just a shoelace tackle, or else it's a touchdown. Mallory's engaged with the safety. Rivers is going to go ahead and get this defensive back. If this guy doesn't dive at Rooster's feet and trip him up, this is definitely a touchdown. Gotta love what the O-line was doing here, how we were running the ball. Almost picking up, first downs on 3rd and 15 running the ball isn't really what we're known for. Ja'Kai sealing, DJ Scaife over here sealing. They're getting this wall going. If this trip didn't happen, man, this is straight to the end zone. All right, Canes family, so here's one of our sacks right here. We're going to have our 3D linemen, hands in the dirt with stand-up edge rusher Harvey off the edge. You're going to have Keontra Smith here, and he's going to be coming into this opening. You have Harvey going out wide. You have your rest of your linemen flowing this way. As soon as this running back commits to pass protection, he blitzes in through that hole. Because if A-Chain would have slipped out, he would have took him out here. So you do see that brief hesitation, meaning that he's thinking about what he's doing. If this guy would have released out this way, he was going to take away that valve. It's his little chuck down for the quarterback, his little escape valve. Once he commits to Harvey on that left side, Keontra just comes right in. And then it's just a meeting at the quarterback with everybody in D-line getting involved. Love to see it here. Canes family. Number 8, DJ Ivy. That boy showed up. These are going to be back-to-back plays we're looking at here. So it's trips to the field side. They got this backside inline tight end. Ivy's going to be checking him, but you can see how he's starting to block. Then you start to see these linemen release. So this was designed quarterback draw by the looks of it. And look at Ivy. This is 2nd and 15, mind you, right? So he's going to disengage. He's going to beat this block with a tight end, make this one-on-one secure tackle. Great play. Now this next play is 3rd down, right? So who are they going after? They got these trips bunched on the hash to the field side. So it's one-on-one isolated here. This is where they want to go. This is going to have a little speed release for this dig. He's going to make that little one. He's doing a speed cut. So it's one cut and then inside. He's not breaking down and then going in a dig. So this just makes this very impressive from Ivy to be able to stick with that speed cut going across the middle. You'll see here on this replay coming up, but this is just awesome coverage from DJ, bro. Doesn't get too hands-on with him. Is able then to ride, hand on his hip, rolling, puts his body on him, sticks to him, fights through the ball with his left hand. This is great coverage here. This is sticky. Get your back here, boy. All right, Kings family, so everybody knows this is just a huge change in the game and momentum swing that hurt our defense. It hurt them big time, especially since they were playing pretty great throughout the whole night. But you have to be able to run underneath. People hated Braxton Berrios because he would fair catch all the time. You know why he fair caught all the time? Because he was running, covering 15 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, whatever the case would be, to get to that ball and field it so it doesn't bounce. You don't get a chance for it to bounce. This ball here by Stevenson, it's going to land like 7 yards in front of him. There is so much space here. If you would have ran up here and caught it before it bounced. Let's get it right here. There's still like 8 to 10 yards of room between you and the coverage. You have to get under that and field that ball. Like you just have to. Last week, he fielded one off the bounce and he made a big play. but also he jumped up and almost muffed one. I've never seen someone try to field the punt, jumping in the air. We might have to, put 15 back there, or try to do some things. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a chance to make this up, but this is twice now. So he goes off the bounce, tries to wait for it and then take off. It just was a horrible thing to do in this time of the game, and it backfired. He's the leader on the team. He's the leader on the defense, and we needed him in his play the rest of the night. But you just you have to be smarter than this. You just have to. Bonks right off his head, and then defenders right there to just tackle him so it's loose, and then huge turnover with it. We just have to. We just have. I can't even. I can't, bro. It hurts because it's Reek out of all people, and that's somebody that we have ultimate faith in because of what he's done and what he's shown us, every Saturday as a Hurricane. But it hurts, man. That definitely hurts, dog. All right, Canes family. So back-to-back games from Corey Flagg that I have to say he has played very well, and I have to give them flowers because they're more than overdue. The fan base has been cooking them. I've been trying to tell them, chill out. So I'm happy to do these every time I get a chance. So get a jet motion here from the Texas A&M. They're going to go ahead and be cute. They're going to pull their center and pull a backside left tackle. Look at Levin right here. This is a SEC big-time O-lineman, right? Pop this boy. Let him know that, hey, I'm here. Then disengage, and it's time to make this tackle. At the same time, Agude was trying to go ahead and make this tackle off the disengagement from the right tackle. You have to love this by Flagg. This is big boy football. This is you're supposed to be dead, bro. You're not supposed to be doing this against these big Texas A&M O linemen. But this is Flagg standing his ground, rocking that boy, and then disengaging while he's being held. Yes, he's being held. And then with one arm makes this play. I love what I saw from Flagg last night, and I'm just super proud of him, dog. All right, Canes family. So a little bit more funky of an alignment here with our D lineman. You have LT at 0 tech, Harrison Hunt over here at 3, with your DN edge, Agude standing up, and your backside DN with hand in the dirt. You're going to see our linebacker shift inside, and once he does that, because A-Chain presses it this way, that's going to open up a huge hole coming out, because LT's going to, win his matchup with the center, but then go inside. So A-Chain, super fast, super incredible athlete, is once that linebacker drifts inside, it's over. Because LT's already now inside, and now we've given up, a Olympic track speed guy with an edge. So once LT gets this way, you see our linebacker here get inside because he's expecting this guy to come through here. Makes that great cutback, can't cap, and then shows that big-time speed. They do call face mask here on James, but, Buddy was grabbing James' face mask too, bro. So, I really don't know. He kind of has James' face mask already, and then now James grabs. So, they should have threw 2, in my opinion. So, they want to go ahead and do that. But here's really quick. They line up, jump over the top, touchdown. So, that muff punt, after a great defensive stop, definitely hurt us here. Reek knows it. He's a leader. You can see in the body language, but you just can't have those type of mistakes because that's the difference between winning ball games. All right, Kings feeling. So another 12 personnel set. There's going to be, Arroyo here as your wing tight end, your little H-back. You got Redding and Keyshawn who are both going to, Keyshawn's going to run a post. Redding's going to get up in the seam and post. Then you have Mallory, who's your backside inline tight end, just remaining some man. You see the corner that has Mallory just chilling here. You see both these guys go with their receivers in man. So you have this safety who's trying to shoot down because he has Arroyo, right? So he goes out, sells it. You see how he's looking back for that football? That's how you sell it. He gets this guy to commit. You see he's looking at it right now. He sees his eyes. He's looking at it. And then all of a sudden Arroyo just wheels it upfield. Delayed blitz here from the defense also that gets in. They're bringing pressure with man. So O-line does it enough here. Jakai does get a quicker guy on him that's able to get through. That opens it up. But however, we're able to get this ball out of here on the money to Arroyo. Either you could run under it or you could put it directly on him. All that matters is that you get the ball to him. Love this from a quarterback because he's making this throw really on his back foot. There's that pressure that came in from the middle. There's two guys. Jakai's only one person. So, you're struggling to get who. TVD still makes this throw. Gotta love it. All right, Canes family. So, Coach Josh Gaddis is trying to get him into a rhythm here with TVD. So we're going to hit the play that we went last week. It's a very long developing play. This little drag and up. You had X run it last week. Now Jacoby's in the slot. Not a surprise. They cross-train him between outside and slot. However, Texas A&M played this very well. This is, trying to get him a shot, but you showed this twice last week. Southern Miss, it worked once, then the second time it didn't. They played this perfectly. So he's trailing this drag, right? He's not in fear because he has his help right here. If Jacoby keeps going across, he's just going to pick him up. So he's waiting for the up. He's waiting for him to go up. It's there. Maybe the ball should have, been thrown to the outside and let him fade. But, that's just trying to be nitpicking and just thinking about how you could have completed this pass. This is just great positioning here. And then the safety read it. Like, this is stuff that they put on tape. Like, this was supposed to be the open up the playbook. And then let's see, some things going on. But we saw this play. We saw it already. It worked once. Then it didn't work again. Here it is. Texas A&M, they're going to see this. Drag and then up. They watched film. Everybody saw this. So I was expecting maybe, a shot play that we haven't seen yet. But, hey. Love this from Cam. This is going to be 2 back-to-back plays with Cam in space on Texas A&M's best player. And, it's no doubt that it's their running back number 6. He's the most explosive. They're going to try back-to-back plays to get Cam, one-on-one with space in their best player. And it's going to, work out for our benefit that matchup went theirs, with different personnel. So it's 2-by-2 set here from Texas A&M. They're in tight, not wide splits. They're going to both slant, get this area out of here. It's man coverage. They're going to get Ivy out of there. They want to get Couch out of there. They want to have Cam Kitchens 12 yards off the ball covering, their running back out of the backfield. That's a lot of space. So I get it. It's called, getting your playmaker the ball. Let's get it. Love the reaction here by Cam and the closing speed to come make this excellent, beautiful tackle here. I mean, he wasted no motion. You see him just get around. He already knew what was happening. He knew this was a rub. Got around. Explosive tackle. Love this from Cam Kitchens. He's going to show you twice, what he does in space. Look, he sees this traffic, doesn't get caught up in it, goes right around. That's instincts. That's beyond his years as a young sophomore. Love what I'm seeing from 24, family. Actually, let's just go ahead and get to the next one. I think it was at, 16? Oh, not? Yeah, I remember it. Let's get to the real live play. Shout out to my dog, Cam. Here again, 2-by-2 here from Texas A&M. Out wide, again, Cam. He's 15 yards away from him, but he's in man coverage. They try to get this little swing, get Cam going outside, and then cut back in for this little jailbreak screen. Go. And come back in with the lineman convoy. This is 15 yards. He about to close and make this tackle, my boy. This is twice that their offensive coordinator, which I guess is Jimbo because he's calling the plays, he said, hey, let's attack 24 with our best player while he's 15 yards off. And that did not slide. I'm sorry, dog, but we should have never went away from this matchup. Sometimes that, A-Chain was able to hurt us out the backfield, those on linebackers. Got to respect Cam here. 2 out of 2 back-to-back, playing man coverage on their most explosive player. All right, Canes family. So it's 3rd and 8. This does not scream, nothing screams pass rusher more than having 4 DNs on the field at a time. This is shout out to freshman from Dillard, Nigelique Kelly. You got Keem Mesidor, you got Agude, and then you got Harvey as your stand-up. So we got 4 DNs after this thing. They make no excuse. We no doubts about it. We is coming for this quarterback. You got Flag, standing over the center. He's going to stunt actually with Mesidor. He's going to go a little inside, outside, little stunt there with Mesidor. And you see what Harvey does? He pretends to rush, and then he just stops. And now he's spying Max Johnson as he's coming around. You have that stunt, which Mesidor is going to take this guy inside. Look what he does. He turns his shoulders, the center, and now this guard is turning his shoulders for Flag. It's opening up this huge hole. Once the quarterback tries to step up on it, Harvey's there for this sack. Love this play here from the D line. Just love the formation, dog. We make no mistake about it, bro. We was going after that quarterback. We got 4 freaking DNs on the field, and then you got some action going on. So with this stunt from Mesidor and Flag is actually what's gonna make this happen, because we make this open up a hole the size of Texas between their O line. And here's a free run right here from Harvey. All right, so RPO game. We've been running the ball so well. I'm surprised with the limited amount of RPO we've been running, especially with, Josh Gaddis's resume at Penn State with that legendary 2016 offense with that RPO. What he did at Bama, with that receiving coach job and RPO coordinator basically, and then what he did at Michigan. It was very nice to finally see some RPO here. Look how much space is off between Michael Redding, who had a good game. He had like 2 catches that were negated due to penalties, and then he was wide open on a play that we missed that we'll get to if we didn't get to already. This is just, let TVD read it. Count the box. Let's count the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have the safety creeping in. This guy's creeping in. So this is around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is around like 8 in the box. But this guy he's 1 step down from being right in the box. That's telling TVD, hey, let's throw it. So great read, pre-snap and then post-snap. Get this hitch going. He's already pulling it. Redding's going ahead and dropping on this hitch. He's ready to throw this before. Redding's right on time. This is great timing. Catch it, go upfield, and get this first down. Maybe some more of these going forward, some RPOs. Let TVD say, hey, this number is in the box. Let's throw it out. Just to get some more plays, people involved, especially when you're struggling. It only takes one person to break a tackle and make a huge play. All right, Kings family. So we in trips right now with, let me see. Trips right here. Keyshawn's up top. You have your Michael Redding, your number 2 and number 3 receiver. Kind of tight right on the hash. So this is going to be, 3rd and 8. So TVD's maybe expecting Keyshawn to shave this route down because he's making a long throw, and it's 3rd down. You have to get this first down, but it hits, it drops dead, right? So you're like, oh, bad throw, bad throw. But this is really what it comes down to. He's going to throw this ball, and Keyshawn's he's going to throw this ball now when Keyshawn's on like the 47-yard line. Keyshawn doesn't start to break down until like the 49 and then start coming back for the ball. So this ball, yes, it's a long throw. Yes, it's an NFL throw, but the throw is not even the issue. The timing of the throw is the issue. He's expecting on 3rd and 8 maybe Keyshawn to just break it down and make sure you just get that first down, not push it, 12 back to 10, and then, maybe 10 back to 8. These are little things that, have to be worked out. Keyshawn Smith is a starting receiver going back to last year. So we have to get this timing going. The rhythm of the offense just isn't clicking all the way through. All right, so split zone coming from Texas A&M. They're going to try to get this little zone read going. You're going to see they leave Mesidor unblocked, right? That's a very, very stupid mistake to make. They leave Mesidor unblocked. They're not expecting him to get there. They're going to read him. So either quarterback pulls them, Mesidor plays it perfect. So the quarterback just has to give, because you see how he's playing with outside containment and ability to crash in. That's why Mesidor is probably our best DN. But look at Corey Flagg here. Here at inside linebacker. Look at this right guard coming. Just setting the tone. Pushing this right guard back and helping stonewall this guy while Mesidor grabs his feet. Dog, some big boy football was played by 11 on defense last night, and I just have to point it out, because he stonewalls this right guard, drives him back, and then is part of the reason why this guy doesn't fall forward for a couple yards. Mesidor has his legs, and then here comes Flagg knocking him back. Love to see it here. Love to see it. All right, Canes family. So remember me highlighting the back-to-back plays that we had Cam on they running back 6 A-chain and man. So now trip stack bunch here tight. They're gonna motion their slot across. So they got safety on our set number 2, their number 2 receiver now, and Ivy's on their number 1. So now this is isolating A-chain and Steed, which I love Steed, and he's played good, especially in coverage this year. But this is just a mismatch. You're clearing both these. You have a little bit of traffic. Now Steed has to dodge traffic from two people. This guy's running a snag. He's doing a slant stop. He's literally running right in front of Steed and then stopping and turning around, acting like he's catching a pass. So now Steed has to get around that. And then he has to make a tackle one-on-one with one of the most explosive and fast players in space. Breaks that, and then James, family, you got to wrap up here. You played a good game, had a good tackles, didn't miss a tackle after this. But this is just a great player. You come with that thump. You just weren't able to wrap up. And but this just happens when this is that chess match. We were winning that chess match with A-Chain on Cam. They finally able to get him on a linebacker, and and not to bash Steed, but that's just not a favorable matchup for him. And that's just being real. Get everybody. He's literally just stopping right there. Got to make that tackle as well. Live to fight another down. Again, you just have to give credit to the O-line, Canes family. You got Mallory motioning in, but just look at this. It's excellent. It's another zone, inside split zone coming in. You got Justice. He's gonna pull and get this DN that we leave unblocked on this side. Reason why we do that is so John Campbell can get up to this linebacker, which he does. So here's the pull. He's on the DN. Here's the guy getting up to the second level. And then here's Ja'Kai Clark just moving this guy out the way for us while we go ahead and have the seal from left guard on this D tackle here. You see him jump out. He looks like he's stunting with him. So Jalen Rivers follows him to seal. Ja'Kai Clark seals him and drives him out the way. You had Justice on the pool. You have Campbell on the second level. This was just easy running. Just give the ball to Rooster, and he's having a bunch of space. I'm super proud of the O-line. Again, this little wraparound here, Rivers chases and seals. Ja'Kai drives this guy. Justice hits his mark on the pool. Campbell gets to the second level. There's nobody touching him. This is literally a big-ass hole that Knighton's just able to go in one-on-one with the safety. Kudos to the offensive line, man. Gee. All right, so we're trying to get the ball out of TVD's hands. A little RPO action. Let him just read it here. We're in 11 personnel. You got Redding tight. You got your two receivers in tight. You go ahead and fake this split zone. You've been running this all day out of this pistol. They're going to look. Now here's Mallory coming across on this swing. Great pass here. Good block there by Jacoby to get that nickel who was peeking. He jumps inside, then you seal him. Great hands catch by Mallory, and then we're outfield with it. Mallory, who did have some moments, a very scary moment. Thank God that he's okay. We'll get to that later, but love this. Another RPO. Get the guy in space. All right, Canes family. So this is 3rd and 8. We have trips to the field side. We're throwing this bubble. This is probably 4-down territory, just looking where we're at the ball at the field. The kicking woes that we had with a block and a miss. So this is just an extension of our run game, trying to make it a manageable, 4th down call. But we're giving it to an explosive playmaker. Y'all don't need me to tell you how explosive Jacoby George is, but I can show you. So this is 1-on-1. Great job. Got to give the flowers to 0 and 5. So Keyshawn and Melo, great blocks, great sealing. 1-on-1 with this nickel defender. He makes that miss. He makes him miss. Cuts off the block of Melo. Keyshawn sealing too. And then now he's going to hit this boy with the siéntate. It's always that hezzy inside, then back out. Makes this man fall when he has to hurdle him because he's in his way. He just gets that toe tapped while he's making that. So this is 1-on-1. This is an extension of the run game, trying to get it more manageable, but you give the ball to a playmaker who's just going to make these plays. This move works all the time. I've seen him do it 1,000 times. He's going to make you fall. It's going to be embarrassing. It's been happening in Colonel uniforms. It happened, for the Vikings. But just so Canes fans, they probably remember this kick return. You see these moves when he hits them boys with the siéntate, the inside. Now I'm out. He loves that little hesitation inside, and he's out. It works every time, boy. These boys out here taking seats out here. All right, Canes fans. So this sucks. This is just a great play call from Texas A&M. We're in cover 1 high over the top. Al Blaze is over the top. We're man across. you have 4 wide trips to the field side. They're going to motion their slot over. So Cam passes it off to Al Blades. However, they motion to a stacked formation. So this guy's going to have a free release no matter what. Al Blades just has to react. He's going to hit a diamond release slant. So what that is he's going that angle outside. You see how Blades started inside. Now he's flowing outside. Once he gets that even shoulder pattern, he's breaking inside. And that's just creating separation off alignment. There's really nothing much Blades could do here. He's playing the technique how he has to. But it's just hard when you have that much space. Just excellent route here. And play call, defensive line and the pressure here from our linebacker almost gets home with Keontra, who I think, he had a couple sacks last year, especially in that North Carolina game. I think, they're utilizing Keontra in the blitz, and I think that's going to be a great thing. He had a sack also earlier blitzing. But this is just a great play call and an execution of that play, getting Blades in an unfavorable matchup just because of the alignment. Got to make that tackle, though. But again, love that from 56 coming here and diving in. But just a great play there by Jimbo. Shout out to Moultrie. This is a shout out to Moultrie. We got a 3-down lineman. You got Moultrie here. Here, a 3-tech. Harvey standing up. This is just, they have 2x2 wing here. They're trying to get this motion jet sweep, but then this inside zone. This is Moultrie. He's battling. He's beating the left guard. He sees the guy break outside. Easy disengage. Tackle for loss. Just had a shout out the D-line, O-line, D-line. I think we just played better in the trenches. That's crazy. That we won this game in the trenches. People thought, it would be the other way around. But just one-on-one battles with our D-lineman and O-lineman and their O-lineman, we were coming out on top. This is this is very frustrating because he's fielding, he's going like this to try to go ahead and have the coverage team come to him and then the ball bounce into the end zone. But this is 2022, family. Punters have evolved. They have backspin out the what I want to say. So you cannot let anything drop. This is gonna drop on the 7. And then roll all the way, bounce and be fielded at the 1. You have to get underneath this ball and catch it, no matter what. You have to field these punts. The whole heels at the 10 rule has been dead for like 6 years now. You have to field it no matter what because punters are just too good at the backspin. They're too good at getting the bounce. You have to put somebody back there with the confidence to run over there and field it. You just have to. This is just great running here by Henry Parrish. We're on the goal line because we had that punt field that didn't get fielded, I guess I should say. Justice is going to shoot to the right. You have Ja'Kai who's going to get to this linebacker. So it creates a little bit of room, but the hole does close up quick. You have safety the corner comes up and fills. But this is just great effort by Henry Parrish. Just keep him moving. He has a linebacker on him. He's dragging him, 6 yards. This is tough running, very, very tough running. We were getting nitty yards. We were getting gritty yards. We were getting explosive plays in the run game. Again, tip my hats off to the running backs and the O-line for the way and the OC, how the running game went down. So we have a dynamite play call here that's, again, long developing that we just have to hit. This is back-to-back weeks. We were unable to connect on this one. This is back-to-back weeks. We get an explosive play finally within the offense to take that next step of moving the ball, but getting a chunk play, and we just have to make this throw. Some late pressure here. We get Michael Redding here at 11 personnel, so we have, Mallory here as a wing. You have Redding split in tight. He's going to be getting across here, so that's why he's so tight. So you can get across the formation. They motion George in. They're going to both clear Keyshawn and George. Latson and George. They're going to clear so you can get this opening. You see Parrish run this out. The reason why they do that is so this linebacker can't get in that throwing lane. He has no chance. You just have to pick this ball up. There was so much here that everything worked perfectly here. You have to get this late pressure here from, unfortunately, Shamar Stewart. But you have to hit this. This guy is so far behind Michael Redding. You get this ball to him. This is man coverage. They're not even looking. He gets this full speed, and he's up the sideline, and, who knows what happens. You have to pick this ball up. Technically, it's still hit. Redding's hands. So this was low last week. Restrepo was able to get it. This was definitely a harder catch, diving full extension. But you just have to get that. That's just giving them a break. That late pressure, that ball should have been out already if we're being real. This is back-to-back weeks, not being able to take advantage of something, seemed in. We get the safety out of here last week, and we get X across, and the ball is low when this should have been, caught and then ran for a touchdown, full speed in space. So we have to, pick these balls up, especially when our OC is dialing these shot plays. Got to get, whatever the confidence or rhythm issue is going on right now, we have to mold and get back together because there's explosive plays to be had in this offense. 27 first downs, 392 yards. There's explosive plays to be had. We just have to make them. Honestly, Canes fans, this was such a scary play. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it still just gives me the chills. But we'll go over it. We got trips to the field side to the right. You got your 3 receivers and your backside receivers basically at tight end in line. Well, Mallory. We're going to go ahead and get some action here. You got 15 clearing it this way, so you're running a mesh concept. They're going across. Redding's going this way. Latin is running a snag. So they're just trying to get Mallory with the head start on the guy who's coming across for him, which happens. He breaks the tackle, gets upfield, great play. Just a scary landing here. He lands straight on his head. Wasn't moving for, a while. Everybody, thankfully, Texas A&M was not playing. They jumped on it. Trainers were there. Everybody gave him space. Thank God it was precautionary. We saw his fingers move. He was moving his legs. But it was just, a scary thing to see. It was great setup here. It's a snag route here from Ladson stopping. Just a bunch of space there for Mallory. Great to see it. Just not great to see, the end result of this play. It's just, oh my God, it's so scary, man. Just full force landing on your head, being pulled, but he's moving his extremities, so we were super excited. The whole gang is over there. Coach Jimbo, mad respect for this, coming to check on him himself. Coach Mario's over there. Coach Field, everybody's over here checking on him. This was just, extremely scary. They checked him out one by one. He's telling them he's good. Then this was just great. Mario walking with him, probably asking him if he's all right. And then just to see Mallory jog off, bro, like, scary, dog. You don't ever want to see anything like that. It's just honestly thankful he jogged off like that. So defense rushed TVD last play. He had to get out the pocket and then throw it away. So what they do, they get a tight end tight. They bring the receiver in tight. They got another receiver way out there to clear it. They bring Jacoby here on the hash, so he has plenty of space. Just roll the pocket. Send Harris to go help with that DN to make sure that ain't nothing coming there. And then just throw that quick out to Jacoby and let him make a play and get up to the field for a first down. These are the type of things that, can get a quarterback in rhythm. Again, these are short passes. Like, you're not seeing anything, long. But take this all day if the defense is giving it to you. The ball is right on his numbers. It's not really out ahead. But, he has to turn around and make a play anyway, and he's able to do so. Just obviously the deep shots is definitely discouraging. And, playing a game where a ball doesn't travel in the air into the end zone, for somebody to go up and try to make a play, it is discouraging. But, when you have these underneath stuff that works, you got to keep feeding it. All right, Canes family, so 3rd and 6, we need this. This would have probably worked if this was man. They're trying to get Brashard going inside, then out, on a whip route. But there is zone, so this corner is just sitting here this whole time. They're trying to, have like a pass off and, have the inside guy go inside and then have to try to run with Brashard inside out, which wasn't going to happen. But it didn't need to happen because they're playing zone. So this cornerback is just sitting there waiting on it from way outside. He's just sitting there in the flats. And so when this comes back his way, it's just a kill shot on my dog. So that would have worked, but just not against zone. If it was the man call, it would have went perfect. So they're in a 2x2 set. They're a little spaced out here and then real tight with the tight end as basically a wingback. They're going to bring that jet mo. We're looking at Corey Flagg here. So, he's going to read and respect that jet. Once he sees this, the handoff, he comes back inside. This is just, I love the tape that I'm seeing from Corey Flagg these last 2 weeks specifically. You have Cam who's coming across here. He checks him off over here to the corner because he had him in man. So he's coming in free and he's gonna meet there after after Flagg just stuffs this man and drags him back, and Cam gets gets in on the action too, helps wrap up here. But this is just great from Flagg. You're seeing him respect this jet sweep, get back underneath of the traffic and make contact, and then you'd love to see Cam come in and help finish up. All right, Canes family. Time management at the end of the game was definitely a little head scratching. So we're down one possession. We don't have any type of hurry up. We're allowing just precious seconds to tick off the clock. 4:40 is when this happens. This is 3rd and 24. This is very unlikely that you pick this up. Look when we snap this football. 15 seconds. We let another 30 seconds go. Now we run up very limited play. Look when we snap this ball. Why are we taking so long to punt this ball? We literally let 40 seconds, 35 seconds go off the clock, punting this ball, waiting for it. The time is not on our side. We have 2 timeouts. Why are we wasting so much time? We needed that time on that last drive. So that was very questionable. Obviously a flag, and so we don't get to down them on the one. We have to repunt it. But I just really want to know, where was the sense of urgency going on here? Because look where TVD gets tackled. 40 seconds. 5 seconds we snapped the ball. We could have used that 35 seconds. I'm telling you. That was just a little weird to me. I don't know why we let that tick. All right, Kane family. So everybody named Mama knows they about to run the clock. So they're running the ball. We just helped them run the clock. They got this tight end over here in wing. They're in a 12 set with 2 receivers here. Looking at my dog Wesley here, inside linebacker. Love this. You got a Goudet who's going to challenge this tackle. And then this tight end comes to Seal Wesley, who gets underneath it, fights through. He's even being held. The guy lets go and then plays this inside out. Love this from Wesley. Love to see him out there on the field. Love to see him flowing. Love to see him beating an upperclassman, trying to seal him, fighting through that block, and then just playing inside and outside. That's special. We all know he's special. We got to see him more on that field. I mean, it happens to happen. Everybody and their mama knows they running it, but you have to still stop them. So having linebackers like Wesley flowing inside and out is only going to help us as we move forward. So Canes fans, we have a four receiver set. Well, 3 receivers set, 11 personnel. You have Mallory just split out as a receiver. Redding, Brashard, Key. You're just going to have this little slant bubble concept going up here from up top. And there's just no separation going on with anything. TVD has to just literally just throw it. Everything's kind of short. You don't really see anything medium. You see Mallory already breaking down. Redding's breaking down, showing him his numbers right in front of his face. So he's going to just hit this to Brashard, and then he has to just make somebody miss to get this first down. But there's just nothing being called really, putting fear in them. There's really no separation. You have to just read. Nobody. Thankfully, Brashard made that play. All right, Canes family, we all know what this play is. This is for the marbles. Trips to the field side to the right. You have your inline tight end backside. We're just trying to get the best matchup, which is, in slot with the most space off him. So we get this. TVD's already throwing it. This is usually Xavier Restrepo that he's throwing this to. We have Brashard in here. Puts it on the money. Right through his hands. But, he's not turning around looking, until that ball is already halfway there. So it sneaks up on him. He had a lot of velocity. There's no excuses. You really have to catch this ball. But hopefully Brashard just learns from this, because obviously, it was a great route. It was great separation. Would have, stopped the clock having a first down. But you just have to go ahead and hit it. Would have loved to see, maybe take a shot. But again, you have to get that first down. Would have loved to see it. But Canes family, that's going to wrap up this film review. Keep your heads up, and, we going to pack the rock next week. Let's go, Canes.